We're back with Rebekah George. We're talking about fashion and beauty and skincare products and products for your hair and a lot of other things. And right before the break, we were talking about the ultraviolet light.
This is from NP Set. It's the brightening primer, and it's the first step you take for makeup. And I love it because, like I was saying, it helps to get rid of the lines, it helps to brighten your skin tone, because as we get older, our skin tends to get a little bit duller.
So let me ask a question. Do you mind if I do this?
Test it out.
I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to use it on my hands,
yes.
if you don't mind. But could you use it on your hands?
You can use it on your hands. You can use it anywhere you really want to help to disguise those.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yep.
It is purple. And
now,
it feels great.
A lot of women think using a makeup primer is an extra step. Why bother? But not only is it going to help smooth out your complexion and smooth out those lines, it also helps your makeup stay on longer. I hear a lot of women complain that their makeup gets a little bit runny, even in their lip area and under their eyes. So this sort of works like double stick tape. So it helps your makeup stay on all day. So it's a great way to have long-lasting makeup and look really refreshed.
Well, you know, that's really important. Now, you've got a couple of other things here that we want to talk about.
Okay. So I want to just talk about some, age-defying things you should do.
Right,
and one really important thing I suggest is to tweeze your brows. You can use any kind of tweezer. This is my favorite from Tweezerman. And it's important because tweezing your brows just helps to open up your eye and sort of create a lift. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be a victim of over-tweezing, but it's great to have nicely groomed eyes.
It's really important because my generation over-tweezed.
Yes.
And once you lose them, sometimes they don't grow back.
Yes, that's definitely a lesson that I learned from my mom. She always told me to stay away from the tweezers growing up. And it's a good idea to get a professional brow grooming and then sort of follow the pattern and not overdo it.
Right. And it's really important that you can even have it done with your beauty specialist as well.
Absolutely.
And I bring a little kit to my hairdresser who does all of that for me. And now tell me what this is right here.
This is another tweezer.
Okay.
So speaking of the eyes, I always suggest using mascara.
Right.
Because you want to open up those lids. You want to have that definition. Even with eyeliner, it goes a long way in just really opening up your eyes. Because let's face it, as you get older, your makeup routine needs to change. Your skin changes, so should your makeup routine. And another thing I suggest when you're applying your makeup is to use the right tools. Now, you're probably wondering what these are.
What is that? That's a brush.
This is a makeup brush from Shiseido.
Right.
And this is sort of like a beauty blender makeup sponge. You can pick this up at Target. It's from Sonia Kashuk. Now, why do I love these? Well, foundation tends to creep into those little pesky lines.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of women avoid it for that reason. But if you use the right tool, it actually helps to help the product sort of sit on the surface of your skin and look a little bit lighter and not cakey. So you just would lightly press this into your skin versus using the heavy makeup sponge where it kind of sits on the surface.
Right. The other thing that I want to ask you about is there's a new well, it actually came out a year ago or so from Sephora, where it's a spray makeup.
Yes, from the brand Temp 2.
What do you think about that?
I think spray makeup is really great. You can even go to your drugstore. Sally Hansen has the same version.
Does she really?
Yes, and you just spray it all over. It's great because it gives you that nice airbrush look, which tends to not cake, so the wrinkles look less noticeable.
Right.
So it's a really great thing you can do. And if you're worried about using it, or you're worried about the technique, you can take a sponge like this, a makeup sponge, spray it on the sponge, and then just gently dab it onto your skin. But with foundation, we don't want that masky look.
Right.
So you want to just apply it wherever you notice little imperfections, redness you might have, any sunspots, just along those areas. You don't on a daily basis want to have a full face of foundation. It's outdated. You want to update your look. You want to look fresh.
Now, one of the questions I have is, what is this object right here?
Well, this is a laser from Light Stim. Now, this is available at dermstore.com. You probably heard about these LED lights. They're available at dermatologist offices.
Oh, yeah.
Same kind at home. Now, you would use this and it helps to get rid of any redness, helps to get rid of those sunspots, and even out your complexion. So the good news is, yes, we may be getting older, but there's so many advancements in skincare that are helping us look younger and younger.
Now, is that battery operated?
You would plug it in, charge it up, and then you would just use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that back there?
Okay, so one other thing I suggest is if you have longer hair, put it in a ponytail. A ponytail is a really youthifying thing for women who are in their 50s and beyond.
Really?
Yes. My mother has grown her hair longer and she's wearing it in a ponytail. You're probably wondering why. It just creates that lifting effect getting it off your face.
Right.
It's sort of like instant Botox.
Now, what's the other thing that you have? I see some things down there that you
Yes,
have.
well, that's for getting into our fashion segment.
section.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I notice about a lot of women is, and I really have a nice looking neck.
You do have a nice neck.
And most women tried to hide their neck. And I don't know why they do that, unless they think they have a lot of wrinkles down there. But with all these wonderful products, they won't have wrinkly necks anymore.
That's right.
Now, do you ever suggest plastic surgery?
You know, I don't. I think that it really depends on the person, but I think that facelifts, they're really becoming outdated.
Right.
Women are doing liquid facelifts, getting Botox and getting fillers. What I do suggest, take care of your skin.
Right.
Learn the right skincare techniques, get regular peels, wear sunscreen, learn the right makeup techniques to look younger. You don't need to resort to anything so extreme. That's my opinion. You know, the reality is we're not going to look 20 forever, and that's
right.
fine.
That's right. And you don't want to be in the situation where you want to look like Joan Rivers.
Right.
Or a lot of the bad jobs that are out there.
It's too
unfortunately.
much. Yes.
It's really too much.
You know, I think the only time you should put your life at risk is when you really have to.
Right. Now, what do you think about the spray tans that are out there today? That there's so many new products that you can do at home.
That's right.
That are really easy, that are the wipables. And, you know, a lot of people want that extra color.
Yes.
Even in the wintertime.
The color is really great for looking younger because it helps to brighten your skin tone and just give you that overall fresh appearance. And I love them. I'm in favor of them because they keep you out of the sun. And they're so easy to use, like you were saying. So I say go for it. Use them. And when you do that daily on your face, if you use a day lotion or if you use a sunscreen wipe, you can wear less makeup because you just have that nice, brighter appearance.
And on that note, would you give your website out to everyone?
Definitely. Check out RebekahGeorge.com. And you can also see my show Total Look on TotalBeauty.com.
All right, and we'll be right back on Born Before 64 with Rebekah George. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back on Born Before 64 after this commercial.